what a beauty we have here today. And that's gonna be the first ride for 2024 Yamaha Mt-07. And being completely frank with you, this bike been on my radar for quite a bit of time, and somehow over my riding career I never got my hands on this bike, and this is the first ride for Yamaha Mt-07. Yes, it's the sound of CP2. Okay, let's go take this beautiful bike for a spin. You know what is interesting to me is that I've been riding bikes for more than 15 years now. Actually 20. Yeah guys, 20. And over the time I had a chance to ride many street naked bikes, classic bikes, mostly Japanese ones and mostly Hondas, because for a really long time I've been like Honda guy, and I'm still in some fashion. But somehow Mt-07 never been in my hands until recently, right? Because I was just like, okay, there are like plenty bikes on the market, and you ride what you ride. I mean, if you speak about street naked bikes or naked classic bikes, Honda CB been one of the bikes which I had the most, because I had CB1. Depends how old you are guys, you probably know this motorcycle. I had a few variations of CB 400. It is not available in Europe, but this bike is highly popular in Japan. And then I had CB 1000, and then I had CB 1300. Actually I had two CB 1000, and then I had CB 1300. So for a long time, if you speak about like fairless motorcycles, which are, as I mentioned, classics or street nakeds, Honda was the bike I was buying all the time. So, but I got my hands on Mt-07, and this bike will be tested properly, to be honest, because I'm gonna live with this bike for some time, and I'll share all experiences which I have, and I would definitely will compare this bike to other bikes. But today, you know, just wanna do first ride and share with you how do I feel about this motorcycle, because Yamaha Mt-07 is one of the most popular street naked bikes in Europe. For many people, it is the first bike they have. Let me stop here for a second because I need to show my ID. So what I was saying that Mt-07 is one of the probably the most popular motorcycles here in Europe, and for many people it's the first bike they buy, and also it's one of those bikes which many experienced riders downsize into. And when I was doing my research on this motorcycle, I actually noticed that you know, some of the experienced riders, they either buy this motorcycle as a daily commuter, or they buy these motorcycles just in general as a second bike. They might have something in their garage for long distance trips, and they might have some bikes maybe for riding two up, but they also need something like easy, something simple, reliable, easy to maneuver, and that's where Mt-07 is also a good deal for them. I also want to notice that it's probably not the cheapest motorcycle among the segment. From the recent years, Yamaha kind of increased the price for this motorcycle, because one of the most, let's say, popular competition or popular bikes which is competition to this motorcycle, Triumph Trident, which is being hit for Triumph, that bike is actually cheaper than Yamaha Mt-07. Maybe not everywhere, but at least in some regions in Europe it is. And that bike has a little bit more technology than Yamaha, but that's gonna be topic for separate video. So yeah, Yamaha is still kind of selling a lot of these bikes, and I was always wondering what is special about it. And I think one of the special things about this bike is, of course, CP2 engine, which we all know by now. And interesting to say that Mt-07 was the first bike to introduce that power plant, right? And then Yamaha integrated that CP2 platform among other bikes. So it's of course Mt-07, it is T7, it is Tracer 7, it is XSR 700, number of bikes which are powered by CP2. So from what I saw, people like Mt-07 for for its maneuverability, for versatility, for it is like easy to approach bike. If you're a shorter rider, if you're a new rider, this is a bike which you just sit and go. But same time it has some potential, because on the other hand, this bike has been known as a stunt machine. Some people buy these bikes actually for track days, which is surprising to me. But we will see. Probably I'm gonna answer these questions for myself, like question why there is so many applications of this bike. I will try to answer all those questions over the time I'm riding it. Not today, but there are a few more videos coming. And yeah, what I'm gonna say, this is 2024 model year. It has a new dash which been introduced last year, 2023. Beautiful blue color. I even gave the name to this bike. I call her Blue Ocean. Minimum electronics, minimum technology. All technology we have here is like TFT screen, that's it, and ABS, of course. No ride modes, no advanced traction control. I know that you're able to fit a quick shifter to this motorcycle from 2024 or 2023. I mean, basically with this facelift you're able to do so. I'm quite a tall person, but sitting on this motorcycle, surprisingly to me, is quite easy for me. I thought that I will be cramped being on this bike, because when you stand next to it, it's just like small motorcycle. I mean, comparing to everything else I ride, this is like probably the smallest motorcycle I found myself on. But same time, maybe it is just sitting position. Again, I'm not spending much time on this bike yet, and for a day it's also like a couple of hours ride, so I cannot really say how comfortable that is. So I can only share with you my first impressions. And as per the first impressions, I'm quite relaxed on this motorcycle. I feel like I am on a scooter, which is nice. Oh, doggy, why are you in the middle of the road? Don't be here. It's not safe, right? So guys, if you're ever in Montenegro, just keep in mind there is a lot of stray animals on the road, so if you're just don't drive fast when you're going through the through the places like this, because they're always just walking in the middle of the road. So yeah, I'm feeling like I'm on a scooter. It is just super easy, quite relaxed, super lightweight motorcycle, to be honest. You notice it. As per suspension, so I'm now going through like small bumps and dents on the road. As per the yeah, it's sort of on the firm side, but I didn't really adjust the rear shock, because this bike allows you to adjust rear shock. It's probably, yeah, it's not adjustable on the front, but rear shock can be adjusted. So I probably need to play with the settings to see if there is any difference could be made. But what I can say, it's definitely on the firm side. It's not stiff, but it's like firm, so once I get into this twisty road, I can feel it a little bit. But same time, look at these guys. I'm going through the turns. Oh, it just oh my god, I'm just smiling. You definitely can see it, but I'm smiling like it's like bicycle, but same time so much easiness of going through these twisties. Nice. Yeah, quite lightweight motorcycle. Especially if you're not new to motorcycles, you will find that it's super easy to manage right from the start, from the first minute you're on the motorcycle. So yeah, kind of interesting. Yeah, no slip assist clutch, so keep that in mind, especially when you're on a slippery surface. Can be a little bit tricky, especially if you're downshifting. You can feel it. For many years it's not been changed much, maybe some small updates probably from on the design side, and also a little bit of tweaks like this TFT dash connectivity, but rather than that, this is like good old Mt-07 we all know. Yeah, looks really nice, feels really nice. So guys, in upcoming videos I will spend a little bit more time with this bike. I will actually see how this bike performs on my commuting trips, how this bike performs on a little bit longer trips. I will put some shorter people on this bike, because I am quite tall. I am 190, and for me probably it's a little bit different experience. But then yeah, I'll ask some of my friends to ride this motorcycle and also share their experience. It is fun. It is like really fun machine. Even though you're not going really fast, you're going like what, 60, 70, 50, but you feel like it is a lot of fun. And some people don't really like looks of this motorcycle. In general, the body shape of this motorcycle and geometry of the bike didn't change that much over the years, but the front is constantly changing, and for some people this futuristic headlight doesn't look attractive, but probably previous generation was one of my favorites in terms of the looks of the motorcycle. It had that street classic headlight shape, and it was more familiar to many people. Rather than that, I mean, the look of the motorcycle did not change over the 10 years it's been produced. Yeah, and it's still one of the best-selling Yamaha motorcycles here in Europe. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.